It's October 30th, 2011, and you're watching Mods on Air.
2 FPS, 3 RPGs, and 5 sim-type games.
Yeah.
I think you'd be able to come up with one here.
I'm actually pulling this one hard.
Ask all the people that need hacks to play Call of Duty. I could hear you groaning inwardly every time Sin's mentioned. You're just cringing.
Welcome everyone. Welcome to episode 306 of Mods on Air, bringing you the week in gaming news as modders, developers, and gamers ourselves. I am foyleman, and also on the show today we have with us Stryder. How you doing today, Stryder?
Hello, everybody.
And we have Welshy. He's right there. How you doing today, Welshy?
Hello.
And we also have MrsFoyle. How you doing today, Mrs. Foyle?
I'm good. How are you?
Cold, because there's snow on the ground, and that's unusual for this time of year in New Jersey. But before we actually begin the show, let me remind you all that the show is recorded before a live audience, and we do the live topics here. You can join in, talk about it, whatever you want. You can complain if you'd like that. If we don't
listen,
like you,
but
though,
you can.
we might.
Can.
Yeah,
Feel
we can
free to
kick you,
complain.
ban you, but we usually don't do that. We usually let you go on before doing that. For the links that are posted here, Welshy will be posting a few of them for the topics as we go along. For the other links, I wouldn't click on them. Don't know where they go. They might end up at some sort of dirty YouTube video. Finally, for those of you who haven't heard the show before, there may be some explicit language or adult themes. You should be careful, because there could be a lot of splaining to do when we're done here. Yeah, so it's the day before Halloween.
Well, she's already dressed up.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm actually a 7-foot black man in costume.
Yeah. Okay. So what are we going to talk about today this week? There was, I don't know. I can't say that there was a whole lot of stuff going on this week. Nothing like spectacular. We do have a couple of Battlefield 3 things, MW3, some other interesting things that I didn't expect to show up this week. Yeah, you know what? Let me start off with this one interesting piece here. And, oops, there you go. Some really nice loud video to go along with that. PlayStation. So, the PlayStation...
Now you're yelling.
Am I yelling? There you go. The Sony thing...
Turn down the commercial.
There you go. The Sony thing here is this video. They're putting out this TV sort of 3D screen where two players can play on the same screen and see it in full screen without it being split down the middle. That's the big deal here. But you know what? I'm just going to rewind this real quick and pause it at this very important point of the video. That's, whoa, look at that little tiny screen up there. That's what you get for your $500. From
They're
here,
sitting really far away from it.
are they? Because
Yeah.
I don't know. They could be really close, and that's just the that camera angle doesn't do it justice. That thing looks like it's a 20-inch screen to me, shaped like a PSP.
Oh wait, so you get one of you in 3D, one of you sees one thing and the other sees the other part of
in
it.
3D. Yes.
So it's like having two screens but in your head. Is that what it's doing?
Well, yeah, okay, that's one way to say it. Is that you each get a pair of glasses specifically set up for this. Simulview, they're calling this technology, where with the 3D technology, you're both seeing in 3D, but you're both seeing separate screens.
So what I'm going to say then is what they showed on that screen with the guys wearing the glasses is absolute bullshit then. Because the way that'll have to work is the active shutter technology on the glasses. But it'll also have to work so that they're actively shuttering different frame sequences.
Yeah.
So what's going to happen is that screen will be absolutely non-viewable to anybody not wearing the glasses, because it's going to look like a blurred piece of shit. And then they're showing they're showing a nice crisp image on there and two guys enjoying it like, yeah, like bullshit.
Now they're saying that you can also watch your movies on this if you want. I don't know about that.
What, two movies at the same time?
They don't say that.
Two people can watch different movies at the same time.
But
that's called picture-in-picture.
Well, it does have two HDMI inputs, a whole two of them, plus one component set. It has a speaker out in case you don't like the speakers and subwoofer that's built into this thing. I don't know,
So if
$500
you like
for this.
break the glasses in half and glue them together, can you watch like one on each eye?
That
What
would
if you wore the
fuck
glasses on top of each other?
Or on top of each other, yeah. So you're seeing like two.
It's just a seizure waiting to happen.
If you do that, you don't even put the glasses on.
Yes. I will say that this is an LED TV, which is a nice technology that's coming. That's fairly recent. It's not LCD, it's not plasma, it's the next step up with a 240 hertz refresh rate, which they say now is required for 3D viewing, even though we all know 120 hertz is all that's technically required. They're not allowing.
The reason that they do the 240 is because they want the with the active shutter and the lenses.
Mm-hmm.
That way you can project an image to each eye.
Right. Yeah, but
you won't get as violently ill.
But technically with this, what they're doing is they're splitting up 120, so 60 hertz each eye, because that's the only way that I can conceive of them working not split screen, dual screen, simulview.
Simulview. Now see things with more than one eye. In stereo.
This reminds me of a Two Ronnies sketch. And now a choice of viewing. You can either watch with this eye or this one.
Yeah. And now for something completely different.
So Ham did look it up for us. It's a 24-inch screen.
Wow.
And he's saying that he'll only go with a glasses-free 3D. And
It's called outside, Ham.
Yeah.
Feel free to step out that door.
It's glasses-free as anything like the 3DS.
Free 3D.
3DS
I've
will
tried
make me
it on
throw
3DS
up.
and it made me want to throw up. Yeah.
Yeah. And Welshy's not prone to that kind of sickness usually.
No.
I am.
No, he can drink a lot before he's got to throw up.
Can hold his booze.
Yes, but most of the time he's walking
Never
around with one
let
eye
me
closed.
back into that game store again.
Okay. So yeah, this technology is coming out there, and it's supposed to be available on November 13th, and from what I can tell, only in Canada. I'm not sure about that, but...
Oh, good.
Go Canada.
Yeah.
Go Canada.
Well, it says it's currently available for pre-order in Canada at participating retailers. That's all we know. Oh, that was a question specifically about Canada. Okay, never mind. I don't know.
I'm Canadian. Can I please get it too?
Yes.
They don't give us anything up here. We're cold and lonely.
This reminds me of that Sony commercial that The Onion did. The newest piece of shit that doesn't do the goddamn thing it's supposed to.
And steals your identity while at it, you know.
Yep.
Let's see if I can find that. That'd be a good closer. I think we've played that before, though. I
think we have, yeah.
Won't even bother. I think we've played that before.
Okay, next one. We'll go to the complete opposite spectrum of this future technology to this backwards technology here. So, and I'm very, very confused by this, but they're promoting somebody here is promoting that they've made Prince of Persia for the Commodore 64 128.
Why?
Well, first of all, back in 1985, I had a copy of Prince of Persia that I used to play on my Commodore 64. So, I'm not sure why this is a whole big deal of why they're re-releasing this thing. But yeah, somebody is like re-releasing this thing. Everyone is very excited about it, and I don't know what else to say about it. I thought maybe somebody could shed some light on this for me because I don't understand it.
We have regressed that far in the game industry. We've hit rock bottom. It's like the movie industry has. They can't come up with an original idea anymore, and they think, hey, you know what? Back in the 80s, Prince of Persia on the Commodore kicked fucking ass. Let's do that again. And so they did. They have no original ideas left.
You'll get no argument from me on that concept.
Yeah, I remember this.
Oh, he's reliving his youth. This could be a
long.
while.
Yeah.
That's why it's going on so long.
Yeah, okay.
We have a Commodore 64 sitting right over there.
That's right.
That you never touch.
I know.
No, he touches it.
Late at night when I'm asleep.
Oh, Commodore. If I ever told you you're the only one. And the Commodore's sitting there. That's right, Eric. Play with my buttons. Touch my buttons like only you can.
I think it was the most recent.
Because it's from Eastern European.
Not the most recent. Yes, of course. I think it was the first modern Prince of Persia, which I don't remember what it was called. The first modern Prince of Persia. Kate picked up a copy for the console that actually had this version of the game available for you to play on the Xbox.
That's right.
I don't remember. Was it Sands of Time? I thought Sands of Time came out later.
I don't remember which one it was.
Yeah, but you could.
I think it may have been Sands of Time, though.
Okay, well, this version of the game was available on that.
Yeah, that was Sands of Time was the first Prince of Persia I ever played, so regardless of where it was in the series, that must have been the one that had this copy on it.
Mm-hmm. And this game only takes 12 minutes to load on the Commodore. Okay. Moving on
to make a sandwich, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So
It's
seeing how...
Never mind. I'm not going to offend anybody yet.
Yet.
Seeing
I
how
could have said something there, but I won't.
Tomorrow is Halloween. It's time to dress up and look for scary things to do. Well, there are some mods out there or some other things you might want to check out. For instance, there's a group of Left 4 Dead 2 campaigns that are out there that File Planet is pushing for Halloween. Halloween zombie slaying, they're calling it. And there's a group of 4 maps, 5 maps that are available here for which one of them I really think I remember playing, called Left Behind. I feel like I played that one. Left Behind is one of them that's available. And that's this one that I'm showing right up here now with the train yard. Then there's another, let's see what else we have here. We have, yes, this one is Tour of Terror, I think it is. Nope, this one is actually called Suicide Blitz.
It's Suicide Blitz.
Well, actually, the reason why this one's called Blitz, as in football blitz, this one is where the tanks are dressed up as football players. This very, very dark screen that you can't really see is the Dark Parish. And then we have this one here, which is Tour of Terror. And then finally,
that Dark Parish one is just one of the official maps, just like with the skybox redone.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is that all that is? Just a redone skybox? I mean,
yeah.
Okay.
I think this is not relevant to. I mean, Left 4 Dead and Left 4 Dead 2. Yeah, there's still a small community playing that, but it's things that Valve should have done. They decided they were going to try and rape some money for, and they changed their business model with that. It just wasn't smart, and for that reason, I think it didn't go where it should have.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe I agree.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, the way that things are headed nowadays is more along the lines of the way that Dead Island has been put together, where there's lots of customization, lots of leveling up, and something that you can do socially as well as by yourself.
And rewards, rewards, rewards.
Yes. Always need some shiny stuff.
That's right. Well, also along the Halloween special, we have Team Fortress 2 is doing some sort of special little release. If you're into that, I know Jinx is out there and he enjoys this. There's a number of other people that like playing Team Fortress 2 still. They have a Halloween-themed community-created items that have been submitted to the workshops that are available in the store. So you can spend your money in there if you wanted to do that. As well as a couple of other things, supposedly. There's some Halloween achievements and unusual hats, again, at the store. And gifts, again, at the store. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I was thinking of saying that, and I was like, no, too far. I won't go there. And then Stryder goes there for me. Sorry. Sorry, continue. It's all right. Team Fortress 2, whatever.
I'm just not a TF2 fan, so...
Yeah, me neither.
All right. Well, perhaps you are a Killing Floor fan.
I am.
And...
I are.
I are. Okay.
I do be.
They're starting now, actually already in progress. From October 27th through November 3rd is the Halloween version of Killing Floor, which is out there for free.
Whoa!
I don't think there's anything to
So
purchase
they
in this
got
case.
Nope. But do they have more achievements? They did with the summer one and the Christmas one. So
absolutely, they have more achievements in this thing, and they also have at the end, if you play through it, you'll get to unlock the Commando Chicken outfit.
Uh-oh. We're gonna end up playing this afternoon.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
Well, this Killing Floor will give us something to do while we're waiting for something that doesn't suck.
Something that doesn't require a completely reformatted brand new computer.
Yes. Yes. Actually, I won't be playing any games this afternoon. I'll be busy sucking the life out of my computer.
Well, then you'll also be missing out on... Hopefully what? Go on.
I don't brick it. That's always the fear.
I'm glad you waited till after the show then. We'll also get, what else? We have Strange Goblins, an Angel and a Devil.
I want to know what the ginger bitches are going to be.
Something will be turned
Sexy
into a pumpkin. Let's see, a were-bunny. Maybe those are them. And,
a were-bunny.
Yes.
Well, those will be the dicks.
I saw something in here about a vampire, which might be the big guy, Dracula.
Or the screamy bitch.
I think he's the patriarch.
Oh, okay.
Is Dracula.
Oh.
The snowman would be the pumpkin guy. And he'll throw flaming pumpkins at you.
And also you get a chance to unlock the steampunk Mr. Foster. Which I don't really know what that is.
Well, there was a steampunk character pack that they came out with a little while ago over the summer. I think it was like $3 or something to buy the character pack. So.
Yeah, we all bought it because we thought it would be something good for Killing Floor. Turns out it wasn't.
Okay. So yeah, that's going on. Now, I guess as Ham is pointing out, there is some sales available over on Steam. They're calling it the Halloween sales. You know, Steam has sales every day. It's just that when there's a holiday, they can make a big deal about it.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. All right. All right, let's move on to what's going on with Battlefield. Now, Battlefield, there's a group of 5 or 6, I think it was 5 videos available on YouTube right now from some sort of talk with DICE that went on. And they went on to talk about what goes on in the well, sort of like the development of... I don't even want to call it the development. In what goes on in the rendering and post-processing of Battlefield 3 on DirectX 11. You know, because there has been some major engine changes, is what they're going on talking about here. Now, it's a 5-part series. If you're not into game development or modding or something like that, then this would bore the hell out of you. But if you are interested in those, knowing what goes on behind games, how the games are made, and what makes them work, then this is a very good video to watch.
Tech speak and geek talk.
Yeah, it really is. No, it really, really is.
Total signal for me to just
I
tune
did.
out.
Yeah, I actually got bored watching it as well, and I was interested.
Yeah. I thought I had a video of it here, but now I can't even seem to find it, so screw that. So they go on to talk about how they handle the objects in the game, how there's 10,000 different objects in a level, but they can't show them all at once because it would be too much, and how they stream them for you instead of showing them all at once, instead of trying to load them all into memory, which would make your computer probably just blow up. And how they handle lighting. How there's different types of lighting paths that they go through and in what order they render things, effects, terrain, post-processing, what goes on in the processing of the level after it's been all put together and thrown into some sort of memory. Then it processes again, doing something else. So it's a very interesting group of videos that I watched. And
what did you learn from it?
Well, what I learned from it is that the streaming of assets is the future of all games. It has been going on for a while. However, this proves to me that this is what's going to be the norm. That when you get a level,
means you'll have to have an internet connection to play.
Yeah, well, actually, it can stream it off of a disc too.
stream it from your or the hard drive. Yeah, it's not going to load everything at the beginning of the map. It's going to load it as it needs it.
Right. So actually, what's going on right now is
because it takes freaking ages to load levels in Battlefield.
Well, right now what happens is it takes the player and it figures out where the player is. The old technology is the player is in the middle of the map, say, and if the player is here in the middle of this map and all this level is out here, but the player can't see it, then the computer just hides it. However, it's still there in memory. It's just hidden. And what's going to happen is it's going to take this. I don't need this, I guess. It's going to take this level and it's going to take these pieces off, and it's not going to load them into memory. It's going to just keep this until the player moves over to here where it can possibly see something again. It's going to say, all right, let's load that in memory. And then the player walks out of that area, let's unload it. So now we're not using all your memory for the game, and now we can do a whole lot more with the game as a result because there's so much more that we can add to it. More effects, more lighting, and more of that kind of information. And it's doing that by loading those pieces only when they're needed.
And one of your utilities is not going to get paid this month.
Yeah, that was that one's all right.
I don't want to pay that one anyways.
Yeah, don't tell Kate. So yeah, that's what's going on, and that's really what they're talking about, and that I think is the future of all games, because what it means is that we can take all this content, we can take all these players and these visual effects and all this crazy lighting, and pile it onto your video card and show it to you, because we're not loading the entire level, we're just loading this part of the level that the game knows can see. This is very similar to technology that's been used in the past, because in the past it's been doing some sort of occlusion culling, saying that a player is here and it knows it can't see, so just don't show it, which I kind of already pointed out. So very cool stuff to someone who's interested in knowing how games work. Okay, so anybody want to tune back in? We can carry on with our our topics.
What about a quick Battlefield 3 review?
I haven't had a chance to play enough to fully review it, but I can say a few things, and maybe you guys have some other stuff to add.
I have some
haven't
things
played it yet.
All right, here my one. So far, I haven't had much of a chance to do any very, very little multiplayer, about 2 minutes worth. I tried 10 minutes of co-op, which I think is annoying. I'm not quite sure yet, but I played a bunch of single player, and I am really sick of the press E or press spacebar to do this awful, next action in the sequence. Why can't I just
That's console button mash?
Exactly.
That was my with the problems I'm having with the hardware here. I've not been able to play a bunch of it between crashes, but most definitely the immediate impression that I received or formulated was it's a console button mashing bullshit game. There's no skill required. It's like, oh, you have to press E. Oh, you have to press space. Oh, you have to press left. Oh, you have to press space. Oh, you have to press... Like, fuck.
To me,
I think that's an exaggeration, but
felt a lot like a tech demo. Like, did you not find that? The whole thing just feels like a tech demo. It's a single player.
Haven't had enough to play.
No, I would have to disagree. I know where you're going.
I found so many bugs and like issues and things though. One being that I had to disable one of my secondary cards to get rid of some stutter that I was getting every sort of 2 or 3 seconds.
Oh, okay.
2, there was one bit where you have to sort of sneak up behind a guy and knife him. And I thought, okay, well I'll get as close as possible, I'm gonna knife this guy. And because I walked past the point where the button prompt popped up, I just dropped dead on the spot.
What?
Yeah, seriously.
Wow.
I was like, I'll just walk over here. And I wasn't looking down, so I missed the little prompt at the bottom. And I thought, all right, I'm going to knife him. Let's get as close as possible so I don't have to, there's no chance I'm going to miss. Mm-hmm. And nope, because I was too far back, I just dropped dead.
And why does it take so long?
Sounds like playing the multiplayer where you just die for no rent. Yeah. I'm dead. How did that happen?
I also can't speak. I wanted to bring up a point about the knives that you just brought up. Why does it take so long to reload my knife? Like I can swing, but then I can't just swing. I have to swing and then wait, and then I can swing again.
Yeah, I didn't notice that.
Okay.
I've noticed a lot of like objects floating in the air as well.
I haven't seen any of that.
Because for whatever reason like say something underneath like the table or whatever has been destroyed, but the object on top hasn't obviously got its physics right or something. And like flower pots is one of the ones I noticed. Just flower pots floating in the air.
So did you knock the flower pots off of where they were sitting so that everything was right?
Yeah, I shot
flower pots in a war zone.
Yes, I did. Yeah.
Okay.
It feels very to me. It was really short as well. I did it in like 3 hours.
Oh, I thought it was 5 hours long. Okay, I didn't know it was only 3
The
hours.
single player, you did 3 hours?
Yeah. I think it's either 3 or 4. I was trying to find out on Origin how long I'd played it, but it wouldn't tell me.
Yeah, it's not like Steam.
No.
Is the co-op the same as single player, or is it a different campaign?
I haven't tried the co-op yet, but I think
it's very
they're like
different.
separate. Yeah.
It's actually more like a
like
challenge. The co-op is set more like a challenge. Like they put you into a map and you have to complete this task, complete that task, and if you fail any of the tasks, you have to start from the beginning again. Yeah, so
I'm seeing a lot of product whoring with this on television now too, and all the commercials are running over and over and over and over and over with Battlefield 3 and it's all, what is it, Answer the Call or something like that, or Better Than Call of Duty, or I can't remember what they've got on the on their advertisement, but yeah, it's a subtle jab at the.
There's also bits in the single player that are word for Generation Kill. If you've ever seen that series, the TV series, they're literally word for literally as if they just copied out the script.
Now these are all problems that we're discussing because I still enjoy playing what I've played and I want to keep playing.
It was very the little bit that I've played looks fantastic.
It does.
But
if you have a machine to do it,
again,
which
yeah,
I don't think I do anymore.
I do. It's just I keep getting problems that I have to address here, but. But what I've seen so far, it looks visually stunning. So I'm happy with that. It'd be nice if it was an engine that we could, that was other people were able to develop something on. But they really want to lock it into this is ours and ours only. So
mine.
I think there's a good chance. I think there's a good chance that MrsFoyle will enjoy the single player because it really does have some sort of story, something that keeps you moving along.
I downloaded it yesterday. I haven't played it yet, but I heard you playing it, and I was saying to Welshy that the voice acting sounded pretty good.
That's one thing that you kind of I couldn't sort of criticize was the sound, the voice acting as well. There was sort of none of that. I don't ever remember thinking, wow, that was really bad voice acting.
Like a Welshman trying to do a Russian accent.
Now, who would do that?
I've heard it before, though. I've heard that.
Yeah.
So, well, actually, it sounds like you guys would not recommend this game. Yet, I think I still might. I haven't, this jury's still out.
I don't know. That being said, nobody buys it for the single player anyway.
Right.
Really. And I've only had very sort of I managed to play one round of multiplayer earlier, and yeah, it was okay. I mean, it was laggy, but I think that was more the server than the actual.
What was it like playing a map that wasn't the same as the demo, or is that just happened to be the map you loaded up and
no,
again?
It was I purposely looked through and was like, right, I don't want to play that one, and I don't want to play that one. But yeah, no, I played something Market or something like that on Conquest.
I think I played the same one, and I felt like I was at quite a disadvantage. Like everyone else knew the map except me, but it was fun too.
I even got this additional started engineering a tank. So the guy jumps out, you kill him, and steal his tank. Even managed to do that.
Reverse engineering a tank.
Yeah.
All right. And let's see. What there's also this thing that there's a TV launch trailer asking whether or not I saw this trailer and I think that's something we brought up last week, so I'm not even going to go into it. That's last week's stuff. That was Freddy
I mean, this thing
that we talked about last at the end of the show.
Haven't had as much time with Battlefield yet because it only came out on Friday here, which is a whole other screw you. So it's only been out a couple of days, and I haven't really had a chance. I was kind of hoping to play some after the show, actually.
Oh, and also that thing that we talked about last week, the game show. What's the name of that thing? It's called the Gadget Show. That they finally released. They finally showed the episode where they made that FPS simulator where they played Battlefield 3. And let's see, I'll try and jump ahead.
Another clever idea on how we could use his pixel massive stakes even higher with the around the dome.
Okay.
Then it was time to bring in my 4 ferocious paintball gun turrets, positioning them equidistant around the treadmill. We've got 12, which will fire up to 15 balls per second at the gamer.
Honestly, I can't tell you how amazing this is. It's going to be terrifying, and that's what's missing from sitting in front of your home computer.
Every one of them is aimed at his crotch.
Trust me,
But I thought what they did was kind of cool is they put like one set in the middle that if you got shot they would hit you, and then the others were on the side, so if a bullet would go past you in the game, they worked it out so you'd get paintballs flying past your head as well. I thought that was kind of cool.
To detect any jumping and crouching movements. So you'll see that Kinect is positioned there. Its infrared camera is looking directly at the central position where the gamer will be inside the dome. In this case, it's Susie. She's given us a wave. But Susie, if you do a couple of movements that you would do in gameplay, like crouch, for example, yep, and jump. Both movements.
Now jump and crouch.
Jump again. Jump on a trampoline for us.
Now go from standing to lying down in one movement.
Yes. Jump prone.
Yeah.
Dolphin dive. See how that works for you.
I'd be the one going into the simulator, and while I kitted up for battle,
His knowledge of the game.
final check of all our computer systems.
Oh, you pussy! You're putting on pads.
Are you ready?
They get him to do it, and then they get Andy McNabb to do it afterwards, who used to be in the SAS.
Loads of adrenaline surging from my body right now.
Okay, good luck.
Oh wow!
Now come with me to my control center. This is what I'm going to be seeing.
Okay,
These 2 monitors.
I'm going to
So
skip
right
ahead here, and
Oh my God, this is so scary! This is so scary! I genuinely felt like the enemy was stalking me, and the fear induced by the automatic paintball guns was palpable, both mentally and physically.
He's genuinely scared in there. He's terrified.
But thanks to one last concerted offensive move, I completed the level, badly bruised, but over the moon. Damn, this is awesome!
that would be fun. I wouldn't mind seeing some more of those things around the world where you could just go in and play the game like that. All right.
Put armor on it, that's what you want to do. You have to run like 12 miles on the treadmill before you get anywhere.
Yes.
I'm tired!
Yes, it's too early to go prone.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're dead. Start over.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, Battlefield 3 has already been pirated. It's the discs are out there. So
Battlefield, Modern Warfare.
No, Modern
Wait,
Warfare.
you mean
Modern
Modern
Warfare 3. Modern Warfare 3 is out there and it's already been pirated.
Well, has it, or are they just putting that out to fire up the hype machine?
I don't know. I just know that I don't know. I don't know who's putting this out. I do know that there has been a Craigslist posting, so maybe they're also doing that too. Where somebody commented on the Craigslist post saying that watch out because they'll come and get you and you'll be fined $5,000 and you'll be banned from being able to play online. He's stating that he already went through that.
And I wouldn't see it above them to just throw that out as a news thing. Like, oh,
the thing
the discs are out there.
The thing that I don't quite get is, I'm not a fan of piracy. I'm not going to promote piracy or anything like that. But realistically, the Call of Duty series, they're fucking pirates. They're releasing shit. They're overcharging for it, hyping up, misrepresenting, and so your game's getting stolen. And then they say, "Oh, it's a rampant problem with PC gaming." No, it isn't. If people want to play a game that is worth paying for, they pay for it. If it's a piece of shit that is not worth paying the overcharged price for, people don't pay for it. And that's the way it goes. There's always going to be a small crowd that's out there and they're just going to pirate it no matter what. But the majority of people will not, or they're getting tired of it. I'm not going to say will not. They're getting tired of paying for crap over and over and over. And
well, they're saying what happened.
But if you read the articles, they're saying, oh, it's a rampant problem with PC gaming, not with anything else. What a bullshit! More people are pirating Xbox games and hacking their Xbox so that they can, fix it so that they can play these pirated games, because they're tired of playing or paying for shit.
Well, the theft of this game has nothing to do with the price of the game or anything like that, because the game's not released. What happened is somebody at the shipping warehouse stole disc one of 2 discs and released it online.
Yeah.
Well, what's the point in stealing one disc?
He couldn't get. They don't.
Apparently,
know.
Security was too tight. He couldn't fit the other one up his arse or something.
See, that's why I think it's just a publicity thing. It's like, well, why would you just take one disc? Why? That seems pointless.
Yeah, I see your point. Yeah. And so, this is going to be a problem that they're going to throw all over PC.
Well,
saying, that's why we won't ever make a PC game again.
A couple of days, or it might have been last week, I can't remember if we talked about it last week or not, but dedicated servers for MW3, you'll be able to host them, but they won't be ranked.
Right.
So, yeah. You can rent a dedicated server, I think, but then you have like next to no control over it.
Mm-hmm.
But you can also host one, but then it's not ranked, so it's kind of pointless.
Yeah.
And you won't be able to map anyways, so.
No,
right.
So yeah.
We don't know what tools. They do go, there's another one out there that there's a new video out there for showing off the weapon progression for this game if you are interested in the game.
Whoopity-doo.
Nope.
You guys aren't even interested.
Well, I did find.
I'm not. I've
going out. I've won.
No.
I've no interest left for the Call of Duty series at all. None.
Nope.
I don't either, personally. But I gotta say that it is a first-person shooter, and some people out there are interested in it, although 99% of them are console players.
Mm-hmm. You know when you go to the bathroom, you take a big turd and you flush it, and there's that one little chunk that just won't go down. It keeps coming back. Like, why does that keep coming back? That's Call of Duty. Call of Duty is a turd that's floating in the toilet bowl that just will not flush down.
Everyone visualize that
MrsFoyle
real
said to me
good.
yesterday that you read an article that Call of Duty was like an American institution.
Yeah,
Was that you?
I think it was Time Magazine wrote a whole love letter to Call of Duty in a recent issue, saying talking about how it was an American. It's gone beyond a video game franchise now. It's an American institution.
And I said, well, yeah, because that's what that's what I think of when I think of Call of Duty. American. Piece of crap. Yeah.
Saving the world from the motherfucking whatever the song is.
Wow, that seems so wrong to call it an American institution.
Well, they don't have any schools left down there, so this is what all the kids are learning.
I might be misquoting it. I read it briefly, but I do know it referred to it as sort of a permanent institution in the video.
American prostitution, I could believe.
That wasn't going anywhere.
Because it's just a video game whore. They keep regurgitating.
I don't know. I'm an optimist, and I hold out hope that it could bounce back.
What?
Call of Duty. I just like the first one so much. It's always going to be one of my favorite games that I can't totally hate on it.
You see, I would have agreed to you before Sledgehammer decided not to continue a different route of the game, which means that they won't change.
I would have agreed with you until Modern Warfare 2 came out.
Well, see, I played the first one, and then I started to play the second one, and I never finished it, and that's where I left off, so I can't really comment. But
oh, you haven't played through the regression of it then?
No.
You're still in there, yeah.
But it just seems to me like it grew really, they didn't realize what a hit they were going to have on their hands with the first one and the second one, and it seems like it grew really quickly.
That's why they were so good, though.
And they probably diluted it too much in the name of profit, but I still think that the base idea is good and that they could sort of reel it back in and make it good again if they put some effort into it. But I'm an optimist, so
I think they've pissed off their community. They've lost their core community, and now they're preying on the retards that can't think beyond the fanboy status of it. They're playing it because they're
the last Call of Duty.
Yeah, they're playing it because their friends are playing it, and if they didn't play it, and it's like people that buy Macs. They have to say, you know what? This fucking Mac is awesome, and everybody should own a Mac because they just got fisted by buying a Mac. And if they didn't, it
doesn't hurt as much if their friend gets fisted too.
Exactly. Boost themselves up, lift themselves up to this plateau of everybody else is below us because I own a Mac. And what can you do with your Mac? Well, it looks nice, and it's a Mac.
It's so clean.
I can go on
it's Photoshop. So clean because I can't put anything on it. So, I honestly think, and that's what Call of Duty is people are buying it, and even people that are the fanboys, they're sitting there and they're playing it, and they're like, "What the fuck did I just do? I spent $70 on this shit." Well, now I can't tell everybody that I agree with this. So Call of Duty's the best. Yeah, I didn't get fisted. No, it's the best. Like
that was money well spent.
Yeah.
I feel like they still are making a lot of money off this game, which means they're still going to make more. As long as they're making money, they're still going to do it. So they do. If they're still going to do it, they have a chance to do it well.
What does that say about society now? They're saying, you know what? We can fucking do exactly what THQ did with Stalker and puke a piece of shit up on a disc, and people will buy it, and they'll call it Modern Warfare 4, the scourge of the toilet bowls or something. It's just going to be absolute trash. How many times are people going to say, you know what? Let's go attack the terrorists again? Yes, because Modern Warfare hasn't been done before. Who could be the bad guy now?
Let's see, what ethnic group have we not targeted yet?
I've got it. You guys just perfectly went into the next segment. I mean, all of you. This is a THQ game.
Ethiopians?
Commercial for a game called Saints Row the Third. So you hit upon everything. What can we really...
Saints Row the Third.
I was just thinking Somalian pirates.
How bad can things get? Well, this is an example of how bad things can get.
Americans already screwed that up once.
Gosh, I'm so tired of video game heroes being white males with shaved heads. And tribal tattoos. Ew.
Don't worry, ladies. The Saints Row Initiation Station is here for you. Thanks to the Initiation Station,
sounds like Barney.
The character of your dreams.
Tell us how it works.
Step 1. Register on the Saints Row community site.
So yeah,
Step 2,
THQ pushing a piece of crap, selling it based on the idea that you can make your character look. However,
that was super easy. I'll show you mine.
And
you show me yours.
And you wonder who they're, targeting with this commercial.
And now you're ready for some real fun.
Oh God.
Step 4. Download any community gallery character into Saints Row the Third and tear Steelport apart in style.
Wow!
But that's not all. Your Saints Row community will be rolling out new exclusive features in the
Call of
weeks
Duty
to come.
Elite.
So stay tuned. And remember,
Yeah.
you gotta be a sinner to be a saint.
No problem.
Wow.
Filmed in front of a live audience.
Isn't that great? The perfect way to exemplify all those points.
We're
Modern
speechless.
Warfare 3 doesn't look so bad now.
Coronary doesn't look so bad now.
Yeah. I think I'm just going to not play video games anymore. Draft-A-Crane is looking fantastic. I don't even know what to say with that. That was...
Right.
And, and seriously, the voiceover dude sounded like Barney the Purple fucking Dinosaur. Look, kids!
Uncharted 3, actually, that did remind me of when they were saying that they're all white males with shaved heads. Uncharted 3 and the subway connection, I don't know if you get this in Canada or Wales, but it's really freaking me out that Nathan Drake or whatever is like doing commercials for Subway. And if you go into Subway, there's a life-size cardboard cutout display of him.
What happened to the fat guy that's got skinny? What happened to him?
It's such a weird, I don't get that relationship there because he's a fictional character. He can't possibly eat Subway sandwiches. I don't like that. It's just freaking me out.
Does not
all right?
He got the fucking boomer. You got the boomer hawking Subway. I've lost 5,000 pounds from Subway. And you just computer gen him just. Yeah. Go back to playing Myst, back when video games made no sense and they weren't supposed to make sense.
Supposed to, damn it.
And you have to read those 20 damn bucks. So,
Yeah,
what do you do?
that was
Well, you want to go
playing
read book
game.
4A? I'm sorry, what?
Yeah,
that was great.
I gave up on Myst when I found out you had to read all of the novels and every book in that stupid library.
I remember doing the library where you had to read the library.
In order to watch, or in order to figure out how to, break the code to set the dials on the output to the certain right thing so that the trolley thing would move. It was like, oh, that's too much work. This is no longer fun.
Yeah.
You know why I think it freaks me out? Because I have a little bit of a crush on Nathan Drake, and it's weird to walk into Subway and see a life-size cardboard cutout.
So,
the guy that...
in other words, somebody is going to be breaking into Safeway. Or
Subway.
stealing a cardboard cutout, and Foyle's
my
going to be
mind.
sleeping on the couch.
Crossed my mind.
Just like Griffin from Peter Griffin from Family Guy.
Yeah, I know you're going to This is exactly what it looks like.
Totally.
Yeah.
Want some more pie, Nathan Drake?
That's me like, oh, so it's like, no, I'm sorry. So,
That is creepy.
and yet there's people out there with like Princess Leia cardboard cutouts doing the exact same thing.
Cricket's
All right.
chirping.
All right, another game coming out.
Didn't realize it's true.
Another game that they announced this week, which we haven't seen any video of, that'll come up next week, is Grand Theft Auto 5. And so we're going to have another Grand Theft Auto. Who knows what direction this thing is going to take. It'll probably end up being someplace out of the United States. Well, actually, I don't know that.
Grand Theft Auto Vatican City.
Here's
That's what the V stands for.
Well,
Steal the Pope Mobile.
Kotaku. Yeah, Kotaku thinks. I like that one actually.
Just pull the Pope out, beat him into the pavement, steal his car.
Kotaku thinks it's going to be set in Los Angeles and have multiple stars in it, You know, why not? Why not get a whole bunch of people from TV showing up in this thing, right? And sell it that way.
Sell out.
Well, see,
yeah, well.
I wondered that it would be in LA as well because Rockstar just pretty much got done doing LA Noire, they helped Team Bondi do it,
Good
and
point.
I believe there was some kind of lawsuit. And I just wonder if that lawsuit is because they're using assets from LA Noire or the template of the city or something.
That does make sense.
I'm kind of guessing here and possibly making that up. But just a thought.
All right.
They did do it with San Andreas, but that was more like a South Central LA. I'm guessing this one will be more of a Hollywood, Beverly Hills.
Right.
Well, I've done New York twice now, or 3 times, possibly. I can't remember what the original game, the second game was.
Well, it wasn't the second one. No, that was 3. Never mind. I'm thinking of 3. I never.
That was
saw
3.
2.
Yeah. The original one, I think, was meant to be like in New York.
They should do a European city. I would find that way more interesting.
So would I.
Well, they did. There was like Grand Theft Auto London or something that was like a expansion sort of thing that was like after the second game. I think Grand Theft Auto Cardiff. Yeah.
All right. Origin, lovely EA Origin, which I hate with a passion, is expanding for other games. They're getting some other people in on the Origin action here. It's just a whole Origin gang thing.
Here's what creeped me out about Origin this week. I bought Alice. That should be a section.
That alone is creepy.
Yeah. This week on our Origin Creep Me Out section, I bought Alice, The Madness Returns. I think it was on Steam sale for about half price, something like that, on Steam, and played it for a bit, loaded up Origin, then a couple of days ago to play Battlefield, and it was in my games list.
Yes, I noticed that too, because I downloaded Origin.
And I was like, how did they know that I bought this game? And it creeped me out for a while. Then I realized I had to activate the game and log into my EA account when I was installing the game. But yeah, so I bought a game on Steam and it was automatically added to my sort of Origin games list. A little bit creepy.
You're also going to end up finding any games that you buy through Warner Brothers, THQ, and Capcom might end up on there too.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe not, because they're not an EA game, so maybe you don't have to fill in your EA credentials, but we'll see.
Here's what Origin did to me. They sent me a nice email saying that I could get a surprise discount at checkout if I bought something this weekend. And it was like, you'll definitely get at least 10%, and you might even get 100% off your order or whatever. And I'm like, well, perfect, because I haven't bought Battlefield yet. So I go in, and I'm buying Battlefield, and I keep applying the code, and I'm getting nothing off and nothing off. And then I look down in the very fine print, and it says excludes games released within 30 days of your purchase.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what the so I look at what else they have for sale, and I'm like, not interested. Either I already own whatever's decent, or there's nothing, like, I don't care. So that just pissed me off.
Yeah, I so much like Steam. Maybe, and I don't know. Is it just because we're used to Steam that we like it so much, or I think it's because it works.
I think it's because I don't trust EA.
Yeah, I don't either. That's what it is.
I don't think that it's just that we're used to it though, because we're a whiny bunch on this show, and we find a lot to complain about. And I think if there was stuff to complain about on Steam, we'd be doing it. And I don't really find anything to complain about on Steam. It does what I want it to do when I want it to do it.
Yes. Yeah. I don't know. All right. So yeah, and I'm sure this is just the start of what kind of issues that we're going to end up seeing with Origin. I don't know if we encountered any Origin issues when it came to getting Battlefield.
I did actually. The activation server was down for about 2 hours when the game came out, so I couldn't activate my game.
I didn't have any problems downloading it.
There were probably
I've had some Origin crashes for no reason. A lot of them occurred during the beta of the Battlefield, but it was
I think the biggest issue is really Battlelog more than Origin. Battlelog has created issues for everyone, more than just one issue. Even MrsFoyle, who just got the game, trying to was it? No, that was Origin. Never mind. Where MrsFoyle was logged in and it said she wasn't logged in or couldn't find her account, she had to completely shut down Origin and restart it.
Oh yeah, that's right, I did. But once I restarted it, well, I had tried to log in and I could not remember my password for the life of me. So I had to recover my password, and then that's probably why I had to restart Origin after I recovered my password, because I had to reset it. So once I restarted it, it was fine.
Origin.
All right, one other topic that I did come across has to do with somebody who's working on a new game engine. That's not it. I guess I don't have a picture of it. I thought I had a picture of it. Well, the picture's not necessary. What is necessary is this awesome video that I found of what they're calling the Beard Engine.
Interesting title.
ZZ Top Games, Frank Beard Engine.
Your move, Unreal.
Now that might be a funny kind of promo, but in a way, this is a real engine. I mean, this is the guy that did Splosion Man, which was a sort of a console-ish type of title scroller that you saw on
Sounds
the
like
iPhone.
a top-shelf movie.
I think wasn't it the iPhone version or was it a Steam version that was no, it was the iPhone version that was actually ripped off. Somebody completely ripped off the title, changed a couple of minor things about it, and released it on their own, or even released it as Splosion Man. But yeah, this is Beard is the name of the engine that he built for this game, and made a whole intro for it. That's all I got. You got anything? I'm speaking at Rider University next Friday, or the Friday coming up.
Cool.
I don't know what I'll be.
Malls works for Steam.
Yeah, Malls.
So careful what you say. Careful what you say there, Welshy, because they'll steal your ideas. So call them.
Now you know who's been taking them.
Valve already did so.
Malls, is that in your job description there, to steal ideas as we talk about them? Don't buy Renegade.
Oh, they've gone silent. They've gone silent on it.
Yeah.
We're always open to sponsorships, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, good point.
We can be bought.
Yes.
Fairly cheaply, really.
Yes.
Yeah. So what are you talking about?
Oh, well, there's a course over there called game design, and they asked me to. Yep, they asked me to talk about. I'm assuming about game design. I mean, I can talk about pretty much anything I want, if I guess, but I'm going to talk about the process of game design, what it takes to get into the industry, some of the things, how to start, whether or not you actually want to join a big firm, start your own indie, whatever route you want to take. Unless they want
start
me to
your own giant firm.
Unless they want me to talk about game, level design and that kind of stuff, and then I'll just go into the core things that you need to know. How does a game engine work is a very important aspect of how to design a level, because not everything is possible. I do know that they've been focusing on not just the process of game design, but also making levels for Half-Life 2.
Oh. So you're going to be there hawking your book. That's what you're going to be doing.
I don't have to. They already all own my book.
Will you be wearing a cape while you do this?
Yes, I'll wear a cape. I don't know what I'm going to talk about. I did write up an outline, but it could go any which way. Whatever whatever direction they point me in is the direction I'll go. Oh, video on Stick'em's frozen. Yay.
Looks like it.
Oh, your video is. It might be.
Just mine.
I really feel like the video it's been showing us is from last week, even. It's so
awesome.
old.
It's so behind you.
Yes. Any other topics you guys want to bring up? I don't think there's any like special games that were expected this week that we're like all excited about, or
the PC version of
events.
Batman Arkham City is out in like 2 weeks. I think.
Yeah.
And isn't Skyrim out in like 2 weeks? Yeah.
Skyrim is out
I might
in 2
take
weeks.
like
yeah,
a
I
week
think so.
off of work just to play Skyrim.
Wow.
I gotta finish it before Thanksgiving because then my brother and his family are gonna come up and they'll be mad at me if I don't pay attention to them because I'm too busy playing Skyrim. That happened once with BioShock, so.
Sonair.
So
Hello, Sonair.
Yes, we're from Joyzy.
Joyzy, aye.
Joycey. You know that show Jersey Shore? Yeah, that's where they're from. The show, not Jersey Shore. Oh, you got a stalker.
I got a stats.
Oh,
update.
look out.
All right, I guess I'm gonna
Are
wrap
you
it
a
up.
Mennonite?
Because we're.
Is that what the M stands for in malls? Mennonite?
Mennonite? That's Pennsylvania.
Hey, they can migrating.
All right, I'm going to wrap up the show because I can see where this is going. I want to thank our host for taking the time out to chat today. Stryder, thank you very much for joining us today on today's show.
It's always. Hey, thanks for having me on the Today Show.
On the Today Show, yes. And,
Just happy to be on TV.
Welshy, thank you very much.
I'm just really happy to be here, Bob.
Welshy, thanks for posting the show notes as we went along and for joining us today.
No problem.
And MrsFoyle, thank you very much for being on the show.
Anytime.
For joining us today. You guys are always on the show. I don't know what the hell I'm saying here. Without you guys, there wouldn't be a show. But I do want to also thank the fans of MODSonair because it is them, as well as the subscribing members, whether or not they're here. Subscribe, jerks. Make the show possible. Until next weekend, everyone. Happy Madly. Thanks for watching this week, and come back next Sunday at 12 p.m. Eastern when we will broadcast another live show. Details for this and all past episodes can be found at MODSonair.com. We welcome your feedback via email at mailbag@MODSonair.com. And please consider subscribing to MODSonline.com to support our show. The opinions expressed by individuals on this program are not necessarily the opinions of our sponsors, owners, or partners. I'll say it again. Subscribe, you jerks. All right.